Hey everybody. Wow, this is really major. Here we have Black Female Sergeant who fears for her life at Fort Hood. And there have been noted other circumstances that have occurred at Fort Hood. Let's take a look at this. We need to get the word out. I want to try and keep up with this. Something is going on. As they say, something in the milk ain't white. And something about this is not right. Let's check it out. Fair use. I'm alarmed.
She was stationed in Fort Hood at the Army base there in Killeen, Texas. Well, she's been posting videos saying that she believes her life is in danger. Watch this.
Hey, y'all. So I just want to get on here real quick and say that, if something happened to me, if just real blunt and honest with, if I end up dead, if I end up missing or something like that, just know somebody did it. And I just want to get out here and put something out because I know how the media, I know how my job, being in the military, will paint these false narratives. If it was self-inflicted or something like that, my family would know, my friends would know. So if nothing comes from them or nothing like that, I just want to say somebody did it. I don't know what's going to happen, but for some reason I feel like my days, something is just telling me my days are limited.
Oh my God.
Now she knows, and something that we also have always known is that women in the military have been subject to all sorts of forms of attack and oppression that have gone essentially overlooked, ignored, swept under the rug, and it's problematic. And the Fort Hood officials, what they did is they shared a post on Facebook saying that they know leadership is aware of the allegations and concerns raised by Sergeant Jewel Scott. They said, "We take all allegations of misconduct seriously and commanders will investigate and take action as appropriate.
Yeah, right.
Sergeant Scott is safe and in the care of her unit leadership." That's what the Army post said. But Scott immediately responded to that Fort Hood Facebook post, and she responded with this. "This is a lie. I am not in the care of my leadership. The last time I had spoken to my leadership was when they had me illegally arrested by undercovers and taken to the hospital," she claimed in a post. "I was informed that I would be discharged in 10 days for misconduct. What makes it even worse is that they didn't even want to tell me under what conditions or what for." And she posted this clip of the arrest.
I told y'all it was only a matter of time. They put out AWOL. They just seen me less than 24 hours ago. They talked to me today. They put out AWOL. I just want y'all to see what's going on. Good. So they have me. No, nobody told me nothing was going on. All these people here for me. Y'all, at this point, I honestly think these people are just probably trying to kill me or something. Like, I don't know. They won't leave me alone.
Sergeant Scott also tried to explain more about what was going on. She posted this online. "While stationed here, I've witnessed many awful things. I am a victim of their constant harassment and negligence to safety. For months, I have tried to bring awareness to these things in which Fort Hood continues to cover up and neglect. Once they were made aware that I have been working with news stations, I quickly became a target and person they needed to hush." Now, the soldier who claims that she was told that she's being discharged soon also launched a GoFundMe page asking for help as she transitions into civilian life. It really does sound like something is going on here and that we're not getting the full story when it comes to Fort Hood and what is going on with Sergeant Scott. Jackson, is that your read as well?
Yeah, I think there's definitely, it seems that she was undergoing some type of mistreatment, some type of abuse. And, unfortunately, abuse that women undergo in the military, like you pointed out, is often swept under the rug and not even really talked about. Not just abuse that women go through, but you got to keep in mind that there, for a long time, don't ask, don't tell was in place. So the military has a history of sweeping a lot of things under the rug for misconduct. At the end of the day, it's just a group of people, and power can corrupt. So I definitely hope that she receives the assistance that she needs, but she's likely going to be dealing with a lot of trauma for quite some time, because at the end of the day, if she's part of the military, and the military has extensive access So I think, it's definitely important that she gets as much help as she needs.
Absolutely. And I seem to think that her sharing this broadcasting, going live and putting it out there is probably what saved her life. Without a doubt, because Lord knows what would have happened to her if she wasn't broadcasting what was going on to her. The fact that she was scared and her being confronted and surrounded by these people. And also, who knows quite yet whether her discharge is dishonorable or honorable, because I also don't necessarily know what resources will be available to her if she's dishonorably discharged. And like you mentioned, Jackson, the fact is that the military has a very long reach, and that they can get to people at all sorts of times. And if she broke some kind of protocol, some silent agreement, so to speak, there could be people who see her as a target in some way. And so,
yes, I wonder about her safety, and on what grounds. We've had issues before. Another girl, then she came up missing from Fort Hood. I need to double check that story to see what the affiliation was. But there have been issues before. And I hate when people start talking like this, saying things, something may happen. Oftentimes something does happen. Fearing for her life, taking her to a hospital. Are they taking her against her will? Can they just do that? So we need to get this story out, sharing. Let me just check something here. I want to go ahead. Let's look at this next story. And I just want to see. I'm not familiar with Fort Hood. But again, I've heard, different things occurring through the media. I'm going to check some information. And while I'm checking, let's go ahead and look at this clip. Because this seems like a serious issue. And it's like, oh my gosh, like waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then it's more drama. Let's check this other story out. Fair use.
Intervene, but also speak up. An active duty soldier shares her military sexual trauma battle and perspective on changes at Fort Hood.
One thing I love about the Army is just being part of a team.
But shortly after joining the military in 2019, one of Sergeant Callie Dame's teammates failed her. She was sexually assaulted by a military officer.
I was diagnosed with PTSD from what happened.
She says at first she was afraid to report the assault, but she worked hard to overcome her fear.
My court-martial finally took place in February of 2022 after about 2 years and 2 months. And I received justice. He was convicted.
2021 research from the RAND Corporation found women at Fort Hood and several other bases face sexual assault risk higher than the risk faced by the average woman in the Army. RAND recommended new or supplementary prevention programs be targeted to those bases.
Older generation of soldiers that we have, predominantly in combat arms, aren't used to working with females. And so this newer generation is definitely opening up a lot more doors for us.
The murder of Specialist Vanessa Guillen in 2020 sparked national outrage over the military's handling of sexual misconduct. An Army investigation found Vanessa was sexually harassed at Fort Hood. Sexual Assault Response Coordinator Sergeant First Class Ruben Guevara says they've made updates designed to better identify and handle sexual assault and harassment issues.
And so when we give them this training, we give them that tactful approach, we give them opportunities to intervene and save somebody's career, save somebody's life, prevent a crime from taking place.
While there's still work to be done, Callie hopes sharing her experience helps another conquer theirs.
If you don't say something, you could lead it to happen to someone else.
Educating soldiers in sexual assault awareness and prevention.
The phone keeps hanging up. Oh my gosh. I tried calling it. Wow. Okay, so this is alarming. It disturbs me, this young woman, while that video was playing. And as you can see, that's the reason for my concern. Look at what the other woman just said. You guys, please post the video. We got to get this out. I was just trying to make a call while this played, and I just found this number, Fort Hood, Texas. I just called the number. What is this? That came up that I found online. I called 254-286-51. I call this number just trying to see if there's maybe like a hotline we could call to say, hey, saw this story. We have a concern. How can we check for her whereabouts? I'm not familiar with how they operate there, okay, in Fort Hood. So, but the number that I found online, I just called it. Let's see, put on speaker. Fort Hood, Texas. And each time the call just hangs up. So I just want to call and see if we can get a hold of somebody. The number that I found, it just says okay, is this an army base or something? Yeah, it's an army post near Killeen. I dialed area code 254-286-5139. Just trying to see if I could call and say, hey, what is the procedure to check on someone? So I've called 3 times and I didn't get it. The phone, it just hung up. So I'm not sure what the issue is. We need an update. I don't know if we can do anything besides bring awareness. I just wanted to try to call so they can know that, hey, guess what? The citizens are concerned about what's happening with this woman. And they need to know that this sergeant, that eyes are watching. This is very frustrating. And I don't even know her. This is very frustrating that she's fearing for her life. So something is going on. Anybody have any updates or anyone that we can contact? Put in the comment sections, email me. I'll be checking throughout the day. They need to, I don't know what we can do, but they need to be made aware, and aside from GoFundMe, that people are watching and that we are concerned. I'm concerned for her safety. Wow, as Black women, we really have it so hard. Women, we have it harder as well, but women really have it hard. So you already saw the other girl share her story, and now we have this here. People, let's get the message out. I have to go. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. We need to get the message out. Have a good day.